Finally, the couple is in the bottom together.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the Lip Sync for Your Life showdowns where both queens should have lived to slay another day. We're only covering the American seasons and the lip syncs that ended with a contestant's elimination.
Candy, wait!
Number 20, Brooklyn Heights versus Vanessa Vanjie Mateo.
People, let me tell you, I work hard every day. I get up out of bed, I put on the clothes, 'cause I've got bills to pay.
When it came time to fight for a spot as one of the top 4 in the finals, these two lovebirds had to battle it out to an Aretha Franklin dance hit. Two more different performers you could not find. Brooklyn Heights put her impressive ballet technique to use, while Miss Vanjie tapped into her irrepressible energy. From there, it's really just a matter of taste. But Vanjie's performance is too fierce to ignore. She wants this so bad, and you can see it the whole time. There had never been a top 5 in the finale before. If there was time to break with tradition, it was here. Number 19, Coco Montrese versus Jade Jolie.
I want to love you, feel you, wrap myself around you. I wanna squeeze you.
I'm spinning, I'm kicking, I'm high energy and fun. I'm just laying everything on the table.
The vibes during this lip sync for your life are out of this world. Rue's loving it, the Pointer Sisters are living, and Coco Montrese and Jade Jolie are giving I'm So Excited the explosive energy it deserves. While Coco was clearly the season's lip sync assassin, Jade doesn't just hold her own here. She gives a fun and goofy performance that feels like pure joy.
I can't underestimate Jade. She wants this just as bad as I do.
Jade may have been eliminated, but this is such a shining moment for her, especially when you consider her opponent is one of the season's most fearsome lip sync artists. Number 18, Morgan Mcichels versus Kylie Sonique Love. One of the crazy things about Drag Race is how differently a performer's talents may be considered between an original season and an All-Stars one. Kylie Sonique Love's acrobatics and impressive flexibility were a big part of what nabbed her the All-Stars 6 crown. But in her original season, those skills are almost portrayed as foolish and just not right for the song.
I was telling myself, you're gonna have to do whatever it takes to get you out of this hole.
Landing in the bottom 2 with Morgan Mcichels, Sonique brings her A-game. She twirls, splits, and cartwheels all across that tiny stage. Morgan is unimpressed, and unfortunately, so is Rue.
You both approach this with 2 completely different styles. Morgan, the precision of your lip sync was one of the tightest we've ever seen. Sonique, you pulled out all the stops and worked every inch of this stage.
If we could turn back time though, we'd want to give this the double save it deserves. Number 17, Joselyn Fox versus Laganja Estrangea. It's the synchronized split that shook the RuPaul's Drag Race main stage. But this entire showdown to Pink's Stupid Girls is a lesson in grace under pressure. Laganja Estrangea had just had the biggest meltdown of the season in Untucked.
I feel very attacked. Relax.
But she went out there and absolutely smashed this. Like this. Joselyn Fox rightfully won her way back into the workroom, but still, Laganja was fiercely determined. Now, we're not here to say Laganja's narrative had not run out by then. She was clearly against the ropes and crashing fast.
fish out my bra like that. Stupid girl.
But she filled this song with all the attitude necessary to at least make it one more week. Number 16, Corey King versus Lydia B. Collins.
Late for my job and the traffic was bad. Had to borrow $10 from my old man. It ain't no big thing.
This matchup was more dramatic than usual. Season 17's Corey King and Lydia B. Collins were actually in a relationship when they lip-synced against each other, and you cannot say that they didn't go for it.
Kiss me once, kiss me twice. Come on, pretty baby, kiss me deadly.
Lip-syncing to Lita Ford's 1988 rock song Kiss Me Deadly, these two more than lived up to that title. Although Corey is the one to sashay away, this is a double Shantay in every way possible. How could someone lose this lip sync when we all won?
Come on, pretty baby, kiss me. Come on, pretty baby,
This is the moment we've been asking for.
And if you want more proof that this should have been a double Shantay, RuPaul was cackling the entire time. Number 15, Lenia Sparks versus Detox.
take me home. With you is where I wanna be. Wrapped in your arms tonight. Just making love.
There are a lot of reasons Lenia Sparks got a raw deal on her season. The language barrier was a hurdle she didn't always clear, but the Puerto Rican queen always turned it out when she had to perform.
I think Lenia's heart is really coming out, and Detox is selling it. It's going to be a close call.
When she and Detox bombed the Snatch Game, they had to battle their way back in a lip sync for your life to Cher's disco hit Take Me Home. Detox's campy approach and impressive jaw action are favored in the edit of the sequence. But Lenia's seductive take on the song is totally different and just as effective.
I'm in heaven, seems like heaven.
Number 14, Nina Bonina Brown versus Aja.
Meeting Mr. Right, the man of my dreams, the one who showed me true love, or at least it seems. With brown cocoa skin and curly black hair, it's just the way he looks at me, that gentle loving stare.
Finally is a showdown of the season's underdogs. Both Aja and Nina Bonina Brown had a rocky road during season 9. While other queens had better track records, these two always came through with the performance. And CeCe Peniston's house anthem is a song a queen can really let loose on. Aja is tapping into her dance background, while Nina goes for a more lived-in, dramatic interpretation of the song. But the proof that these two were a perfect match is when they begin to synchronize and battle each other on stage in the second half of the lip sync. These two are bringing out the competitor in the other, and both show they should have stayed. Number 13, Latrice Royale versus Dita Ritz.
I've really got to use my imagination to think of good reasons to keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on.
Two lip-sync titans face off to this pounding Gladys Knight soul classic. If anyone was gonna take out Dita Ritz, who gave one of the show's best lip syncs of all time, it had to be Latrice, who gave another one of the show's best lip syncs of all time. Both of these queens were completely in the pocket here.
This is old school. You need to understand where these words are coming from and get the emotion out, and that's what I do.
Between Dita's fierce energy and Latrice's feeling the words down deep in her soul, there's no loser here. It's a matchup that's worthy of a double Shantay, and a higher ranking among the show's very best lip syncs. Number 12, Monet Exchange versus Cameron Mcichels.
Ooh, child, tired of the foolish, gone dust your shoulders off. Keep it moving, yeah, slow. Step into some new kicks in there, swimwear, going to the pool quick.
Lizzo's Good as Hell is the perfect lip sync song. You can play it straight like Cameron Mcichels does, or you can go for the comedy like Mcichels does. While Cameron's slick moves and acrobatics had already saved her spot in the season the week before, this one made her a true lip sync assassin.
I do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Woo, child, tired of the foolish. Gone, dust your shoulders off. Keep it moving.
But Monet's overtly comic approach is just as good. She tells the story, and she makes us laugh while doing it. The editing is clearly not in her favor, with RuPaul looking less than impressed by her slide across the stage. And we have to wonder if she charged Monet for that light she took out. Number 11, Jen versus Silky Nutmeg Ganache. Week after week, the contestants on the 6th edition of All-Stars faced off in an elimination lip sync that would eventually earn them a spot back in the real game. Silky Nutmeg Ganache was absolutely killing it. She was destroying every single queen looking for redemption, but Jan almost stole her spot.
Miss Jan is about to snap her goddamn neck. She done told these people to stage up, done broke lights. This is some good drag right here.
Performing to Pat Benatar's Heartbreaker, Jan tore up the stage and matched pace with the reigning Lip Sync SmackDown champ.
Jan's kind of turning it for me, I'm not gonna lie.
Miss Silky, Miss Jan is coming for you, girl. You better come harder than that, bitch.
Although she edged Jan out with a cardboard guitar prop she hid under her coat, it's safe to say this one was Silky's closest call. Number 10, Utica Queen versus Tina Burner.
What you gonna do with all that junk inside your trunk? I'ma get you drunk.
It's always exciting to see queens' unique interpretations of the same musical material, and sometimes they're quite similar. But for this performance of the Black Eyed Peas' My Humps, two contestants with starkly different aesthetics took totally opposite approaches.
Spending all your money on me, What you gonna do with all that ass inside of cheese?
While Tina played up her gaudy teddy bear outfit and pulled out old-school dance moves, Utica used her quirky yet high-fashion monster look as inspiration for an oddly spooky take on the song. Although Utica's combination of snarling and strutting won her the lip sync, it was one of the hardest to call in season 13.
Utica, Shantay, you stay.
Thank you so much, RuPaul.
Number 9, Team Latrilla versus Team Brown Flowers.
There's no business like show business, like no business I know.
Queens often have to adapt their performance styles to fit particular songs, but that wasn't the case for this number. The choice of show tune perfectly suited Latrice Royale's old-school glamour, as well as Tammy Brown's retro kookiness. It was particularly thrilling to see Tammy give her all on stage, since her only lip sync on her original season was one of the show's most ill-prepared.
If I had the song down, it would have been better, but I didn't have the song down. And I had made the decision before I went on stage today that I was gonna not do that song if it happened to me.
Although both queens were thoroughly entertaining, Latrice was declared the winner, and fan favorites Tammy and Nina Flowers were sent home arguably before their time. But with their sterling reputations and equally lively tributes to Ethel Merman, it would not have been surprising if both competing Drag Race legends had Shantay'd. Number 8, Naomi Smalls versus Gia Gun.
And to the ones I love, know that you're the reason why.
One of All-Stars Season 4's biggest twists put each remaining queen's spot in the competition at stake, as they were forced to lip-sync for their life against an already eliminated peer. To the tune of RuPaul's Adrenaline, two of the series' most model-esque beauties went head-to-head in a fierce battle. While Gia revealed a sparkly tasseled bodysuit and showed off perfectly timed voguing-inspired moves, Naomi demonstrated gravity-defying flexibility that had the judges cheering.
Give me one shot,
With both queens sporting extra-long wigs and Gia whipping hers all over the stage, the remaining queens were simply in awe.
It is the human hair bundle competition of life.
Although Naomi was declared the winner, Gia more than proved herself as a captivating performer. Number 7, Raja versus Carmen Carrera. Some lip syncs are campy and others are emotional, but this season 3 performance set the bar for sexy. In contrast to more typically dance-heavy numbers, here, two friends created an electrifying spectacle through the sultriest game of one-upmanship the show had ever seen.
I had to muster up all the fierceness I could find within me and just go for it.
Raja gradually disrobed, strutting around in just a see-through top and lingerie, but Carmen wasn't about to be upstaged.
Raja's getting naked. I'm like, this is gonna be hot, because Carmen is nudity, and we're gonna throw down right now.
She got totally naked and joined Raja on the floor, leading to one of the show's most iconic mainstage moments courtesy of some red lipstick. Carmen had already benefited from a double Shantay this season, and had just returned after her first elimination. But this face-off had RuPaul visibly on the edge of her seat, and could have warranted a second double save.
Ladies, we've had 28 lip syncs for your life, and that was by far, straight up, the most surprising one ever.
Number 6, Milan versus Kenya Mcichels. This showdown had two of season 4's most energetic performers ripping up the stage to Madonna's classic Vogue. Milan immediately launched into an impressive headstand, while Kenya started off slowly and seductively, posing and tousling her hair.
Straight out the gate, Milan's head is on the floor, his legs are in the air, and I'm like, uh-oh, this could be bad.
Before long, though, both queens were giving it their all and paying homage to the legendary geometric dance style.
And all I can think of is pay homage to the people who lived in the Vogue world.
On the song's climactic beat, Milan and Kenya simultaneously dropped to their knees and then into matching splits, and the judges ate it up. The contestants' similarly upbeat lip sync styles didn't serve them in every situation, but here they combined to produce one of the show's most impressive all-out dance-offs. Number 5, Anetra versus Marsha.
Yeah, ain't tryna be cool like you. Wobbling around in your high heel shoes, I'm clumsy. Made friends with the floor. 2 for 1, you know a bitch by 4. And 2 left feet, you know I always drop. First thing a girl did was a bop.
As soon as it happened, Drag Race fans knew they were witnessing herstory. Obviously, the big moment here is Anetra literally jumping over Marsha while she's in the middle of her own stunt.
Wrist full of rocks and I hope I float.
Free Willy!
It's one of the biggest death blows in any lip sync ever, but still, it should not take away from the fact that Marsha is absolutely slaying this.
Do my dance and cancel the plans, said boo, don't be mad cause you had a chance.
She recovers from that moment and finishes strong, working the entire stage and doing all she can to pull focus. These two are forces of nature, and this is exactly what every lip sync for your life should be. Number 4, Bibi Zahara Benet versus Ongina.
There's nothing you can do.
This season 1 face-off is considered by some fans to be the original double Shantay that should have been. The edit favored eventual winner Bibi's more expressive performance, but Ongina gave a regal and emotional rendition of Britney Spears' empowerment anthem Stronger. In a move that would later become a lip-sync cliche, Bibi snatched her own wig to reveal her hair underneath, while Ongina dramatically tossed her headpiece near the song's climax. In the end, frontrunner Ongina was controversially eliminated, and it's understandable why this lip sync had one of the most hotly debated outcomes in Drag Race history. Number 3, Kennedy Davenport versus Katya. This lip sync came at a pivotal moment in season 7, as spots in the final 4 remained up for grabs. When their Hello Kitty-inspired looks weren't loved by the judges, 2 highly talented dancers with opposing drag styles went head-to-head to the tune of Katy Perry's Roar. Both queens went all out and pulled off some seriously impressive stunts, with pageant veteran Kennedy narrowly eclipsing quirky fan favorite Katya. While Kennedy's headbanging, stomping, and acrobatic jumps captured the song's fighting spirit, Katya's more understated take tapped into its hopeful message. This easily stands out as one of the series' most inspirational and uplifting lip syncs, and it had the other queens screaming the performer's praises. Number 2, Adore Delano versus Trinity K. Bonet. It's no secret that Trinity was a tough opponent in season 6, with performances besting April Carrion and Milk already under her belt by the time she faced Adore Delano. In front of legendary choreographer and singer Paula Abdul, the queens gave a hot and heavy interpretation of her house-inspired song Vibology. This number had everything we want from a lip sync: on-point dance moves, serious sensuality, and even a good dose of humor, thanks in part to the queen's wacky animal costumes. You got that sensuality. And know I love what you do when you do what you do. It was Trinity's 3rd time in the bottom, a notoriously hard position to emerge from unscathed. But if ever there were a reason to keep her around, this chemistry-filled duet was it. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Coco Montrese versus Alyssa Edwards.
From the first day I walked into the workroom and I saw her face, I wanted to step on that stage across from her and get vindication.
Season 5's biggest rivalry between 2 pageant legends came to a head in this performance of Paula Abdul's aptly titled Cold Hearted.
We both want this crown. This will be the tiebreaker.
It's widely understood as one of the show's most impressive and evenly matched face-offs, with both queens leaving no stone unturned in their quest to outperform the other. Although Coco had already shown us her dancing prowess against Jade Jolie, she demonstrated mastery over this song's rapid-fire rap verse.
I'm making sure the judges see every word that's coming out of my mouth, as if I was Paula Abdul herself.
And while Alyssa threw herself to the ground with abandon and nailed a spinning jump into a split, Coco put her gigantic sleeves to creative use.
Very beautiful. Her outfit works perfectly for the dance moves. Best thing, she is everything.
With the dramatics turned up to 11, this lip sync for your life felt more like a battle to the death, and could have easily gone either way. Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments.